back in my old hood on west side of Cleveland. Grew up here from the age of 0 to 12. This will always be home to me no matter what. A lot of you guys don't know my history. I've had experience, my family has experienced a lot of tragedy. In this video, I'm going to take you to my old house. I'm going to tell you some very disturbing things that happened to my family, and tell you how you can overcome, a tragedy like my family experienced, and how motorcycles can help you. Stay tuned.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
If you're going to get a motorcycle, make sure you're wearing the gear out here to stay safe. And I'll tell you guys, I have some of the best gear you can buy. I have links to everything. This is my favorite helmet, super lightweight carbon fiber helmet that comes with an automatic tint shield, my motovlog camera, airbag vest to help keep you safe, shorty gloves. Links to everything's in the description and comment section of this video. You've probably seen me do a lot of videos over here on the west side of Cleveland. Like I said, this is where I grew up, man. It's always home for me. Still looks the same, even though it's probably maybe semi-ghetto. It's not a true ghetto. If you want to see the true ghetto, you go on the east side of Cleveland, man. But here, let's go up in here. Yeah, that's what the Supermoto is awesome for. Yeah, baby. All right. Yeah, that's why I love Supermotos, guys. One of the many reasons why I love Supermotos is because you can go anywhere, baby. But some winners up in here too, baby. This is the street I grew up on here on the west side of Cleveland, and I'm gonna tell you a little story about it, man. Right here, this house. This is where I grew up, man. Right here, baby. West side of Cleveland, man. I'm telling you, there was a house right here where this old man lived. He called this house the hard luck house. He said everybody that lived in this house had a lot of hard luck and tough times. He said this was back in the day. There was a tornado that came through, and this was the only house where the roof flew off the house. I wish he'd have told my mom and dad, my late dad, to not buy this house. He told us after we moved in. Is that messed up? But ironically, this house is the one that it burned down. We experienced a lot of heartache and tragedy. In this house, my dad, he died in this house when I was 4.5 years old. He actually died in the house. I think the house is haunted, man, seriously. My dad, he died at 30 years old. February 13th, he was 30. And my brother, ironically, he died at 30 years old, February 3rd, at 30 years old. Isn't that crazy or what, man? And it's crazy, man. And then on top of that, my mom, she got strangled by a crazy man. And she was left for dead. She was almost died. She was out. But the crazy man had a little heart. I guess he couldn't let her die, so he told my little sister, who was only probably like 3 or 4 years old at the time, to go get help. He told he took my little sister to the neighbor next door and told him that some man just killed this woman next door. Isn't that crazy? So they came and rescued her, and luckily they were able to revive her. And she had severe brain injury, brain damage. They said that she would be relegated to a nursing home for the rest of her life. And she was only, I think she was like 30 or something, man, or early 30s or something like that. And I tell you, when I saw her in the hospital, she was all messed up, man. Like her arm, like her head was crooked, her arms were like bent, and she couldn't, she had to learn how to do everything all over again. And we all prayed for her, and God had other plans. She not only made a full recovery after a number of years, but she went on to get her bachelor's degree in nursing and graduated with like top honors. So much for the brain damage, right? And she's a retired nurse now. We experienced a lot of craziness, you know. Over here we had 2 house break-ins. They're busting some windows out here, baby. Yeah, we had 2 house break-ins, man. Like I said, this is kind of the hood over here, man. Compared to the suburb, this is really like the ghetto over here. But it's not like I feel safe enough to ride over here, obviously, man. But on the east side of Cleveland, there's some areas I wouldn't even ride in, dude. There's always gunshots and stuff. But over here, there's some crazy stuff that can happen, man. You know. But honestly, you know, I was on the path to being probably a criminal myself. I used to steal when I was over here. Everybody did in the hood. Like I said, I was headed off on the wrong track in life. And my brother too, after my dad died, we kind of, man, it just, our life completely changed forever, man. And you know, we went from being probably good kids to being little hooligans out here. I'm still kind of a hooligan out here. Busting some wheelers out here. Make sure these people see me out here, baby. Yeah. And yeah, but my life got turned around, you know, when I was about 10 years old. And I told my cousin in Florida, I went to go visit my cousin in Florida, down in South Florida. And I asked her, I told her, let's go steal some stuff in the grocery store. Like, she's like, what? She's like, I don't steal anything. That, ugh. She's thinking I'm probably ghetto as heck, man, you know, and I was. But she went back and told her dad, my uncle, about me wanting to steal. Instead of him chastising me, he actually brought me to God, you know. And my life changed forever since then. He put the fear of God in me.
True story. The closest I ever came to death was when my ex-girlfriend and I were swimming in the ocean in Boca Raton, Florida. And we both got caught in a riptide and rough seas and were being taken out to sea violently. And my ex-girlfriend started panicking and throwing her arms up in the air, which you're not supposed to do. And I had to make a decision because I'm a pretty decent swimmer. I felt like I could possibly save myself, but I knew that in this rough seas and this crazy riptide that I knew I wouldn't be able to rescue her and myself. And it was at that moment, with every single ounce of my soul and faith, I looked up to the sky and I prayed, let it not be our time. Please, let me save her and myself. Please calm the seas. And I will tell you that the seas went from violent waves to complete calm. And I was able to go and get her and put her on my back, and she was still flailing her arms crazily. And I swam back to shore and put her on the beach, and she was still flailing her arms like she was in total shock. But I was able to save our lives, and I'll never forget that day as long as I live. I have not been in the ocean since. I actually moved to Colorado not too long after that, and I have not even been back to Florida since. And my mom and sister still live in Florida.
And because I tell you, living over in the hood, man, that's why I talk the way I do. Some of you guys say, Cycle Cruz, you sound a little ghetto. Blame it over here. My 0 to 12. That's where I got this from. But I'm going to tell you guys, like I said, that tragedy has hounded me over the years, and what has helped me get through that and help me, like, anytime I feel bad looking back in the past, which is, you know, they tell you don't look back in the past, and it's hard not to, you know. It affects you, like you said, when you lose family members, it affects you for life. But I tell you, ever feel down, get a motorcycle, man, because I'll tell you, a motorcycle is very uplifting. It's beautiful. I've told you this, you know, in many videos. That's why I keep doing these videos, to help motivate you guys to get a motorcycle, man, because it's really uplifting. It has changed people's lives like myself, man. Whatever you're going through in life, and we all have had our trials and tribulations in this life, you know, all of us. None of us are gonna get away from this life unscathed. All of us are going to be dealing with some stuff. But I'm going to tell you guys that whenever you feel down, just remember it always gets better. Find a hobby that you love to do. You know, keep your mind active. When you sit around and don't do nothing, idle hands are the devil's workshop. I tell you guys. I'm telling you, get you a motorcycle. Bust a wheelie and you feel good. I'm telling you, man, anytime I feel down, I get on my motorcycle, I bust a wheelie. It's an instant gratification, instant cure. Yeah, baby. Tell me, guys, how has a motorcycle impacted your life? Has it made you feel better and helped change your life? I want to hear what you guys have to say. I thank all of you guys for being a viewer. I really appreciate all of you guys. I just want to tell you guys that, and I wish you guys all the best. But anyways, guys, hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. It helps my channel when you hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my All in One Motorcycle channel. Make sure to check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto. So until next time, I'll catch you guys later.
Thumbs up. Check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.